Good morning. Today is my first day as a full-time content creator. That's right, I quit my job. I did it. I quit, which seems absolutely wild to me because I worked really hard over the last 3 years to get sober after realizing that I was an alcoholic, like a severe alcoholic. I've worked really hard over the last 3 years to get sober, maintain my sobriety, join the workforce, learn how to be like a professional person, adult, living in the real world. And now it's time to throw it all away. When I was in the depths of active addiction, my life was chaos. I didn't know what stability is. And now I finally achieved stability in terms of I've got a place to live, I've got a boyfriend, I had a career, a stable job with a stable income. Now it's time to mix things up and try and be a content creator full time. I'm going to start my day off by making myself a cup of coffee and then drinking some water because I sound like I've been at a festival for 3 days. I don't know why my voice is so croaky, but I'm kind of digging it. I have my coffee. I have my live, laugh, loathe mug. If you don't know me and you don't follow my other social media channels, this pretty much sums me up. I like to call myself a goth with a sunny disposition. I have goth values, but I am perceived as a bubbly person when in reality I'm dying inside. So yesterday was my last day at my full-time job. I was working for a creative agency. My colleagues, at my request, threw me a funeral. Oh, it just sounds so ridiculous. My colleagues threw me a funeral to symbolise the death of my career. I will definitely miss working at a creative agency. I'll miss being around a team and the kind of creativity that only comes when you work as a team, having different perspectives and things. But also I'm very excited to work for myself. Here's the thing, I've been trying to juggle so much over the last 2 years. It's fucking exhausting. I've been doing a full-time job as well as running my own social media channels, developing products, releasing products, maintaining an audience, and all the things that community management comes with, all the while training in the gym 5 times a week, going to therapy twice a week, trying to nurture my relationship, going to AA meetings. I've been spinning so many plates. My professional life, my passion projects, my mental health, my physical health, it's been 2 years of just constantly, I've not stopped. I've not stopped at all. I've noticed on social media at the moment, there's this culture of my 6 to 9 before my 9 to 5, or my work routine after I finish work. This side hustle culture, which I have very much been a part of. I've got a vision for myself of what I want to be achieving, what I want to be building, and how I want to live my life. And I've put literally every ounce of my energy into it non-stop for the last 2 years, but at what cost? I am exhausted, absolutely exhausted. Last week I have a podcast as well, don't forget the podcast. Earlier on in the week I was up until 2 a.m. editing my podcast because it goes out at 4 a.m. And I was literally crying over my laptop as I edited. I felt like a shell of a human. I just had nothing left to give. I felt like I've given away all my resources. There's nothing left of me. But I was just this drone who just I was imagining my vision board in my head, like the house I want to buy, the places I want to travel to. And I was visioning that while I edited my podcast. And I was like, it's all going to be worth it one day. So I think it's the hustle culture is quite dangerous in the way that it's been so bad for my mental health and my physical health, because I've not been looking after myself at all. First of all, I'm incredibly stressed, and when I get stressed, I stop eating properly, I stop drinking water, I just run on caffeine, like solely caffeine. Like last week, I don't think I drank anything else but coffee and Diet Coke. I suppose there's water and coffee, totally counts. And when I'm stressed, I get really sick. I just feel sick all the time. I put on loads of weight. I just live off crisps. But then again, because I have hustled for the last 2 years, I have been able to take content creation full time now, and now it's kind of paying off. Well, I don't know if it's paying off yet because I don't have a stable income. I might be in 2 months' time, I might be destitute. We never know. We're gonna find out. My nails are always an indication of my mental health, right? This is where they're at. I've lost 2. This one's hanging on by a thread because I just haven't had the time to go down the nail salon. And look, this may sound really superficial, but there is a reason why I have big, long, fake plastic nails, because I have a skin picking condition called dermatillomania. I have a lot of anxiety and depression, and it often manifests in compulsive skin picking. But when I have plastic nails, I literally can't get under the skin, so I can't pick up my face. And also they look fabulous, so that's important. So yeah, I really have been pushing myself over the last 2 years. And also I've got this like insatiable need to achieve stuff and to be useful. So if you don't know me, and this is the first piece of content of mine that you're watching, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I've been sober for 3 years, but prior to that, I had 15 years straight of drinking and other things. And I completely lost myself to active addiction. I had a lot of mental health issues in that time. And I basically was drunk for 15 years. And in that time, I didn't really do anything. Well, I did lots. I was a vagrant at the time, so I was traveling the world with a backpack, kind of bouncing from country to country and working odd jobs, just enough money to fund a flight to like the next place, partying mostly, running away from my problems, both physically, like literally running from country to country, like not putting down any roots, but also mentally. I was drinking to escape the way I felt, and the way I felt was incredibly depressed and lost and just sad and miserable. So I didn't do it although I saw a lot of Southeast Asia, I feel like I haven't achieved anything, and I feel like I was intoxicated for such a long time that there's a lot of that time is a blur. So now I'm sober, I feel like I'm playing catch up, and I don't know, I just have this like humongous desire to be an overachiever now because of all that time that I didn't do anything. So now I really push myself to achieve this and to help people who are also struggling. Like I feel like because I'm in recovery now, I can pass on the message to people who are in the position that I was in a few years ago. So I have that drive, but I'm slowly dying in the process. But that's all changed now because I'm a full-time content creator and I don't have to squeeze things in anymore. I can actually plan my days and I can spend time nurturing the parts of my life that I want to nurture. So I'm going to look after my physical health again. I'm going to drink a lot more water. Well, I'm going to drink water full stop because there's just been none of that. I'm going to make sure I spend time outside. I'm going to go for walks. I'm going to go to the gym. I love powerlifting, so lots of that. And I'm going to enjoy creativity again. It's not that I haven't been enjoying it, but it's more so that I've been squeezing everything in last minute and everything's been rushed. and I've had a big pressure to be creative, because I'm like, right, I've got 3 hours before I start my full-time job, so in those 3 hours I have to be as creative and as productive as possible, and that kind of forced creativity. You don't produce the best work, and it's not authentic. So now I'm really, really looking forward to creating like stuff that I'm really happy with, and that's valuable and what's true to me. So here's what's on the agenda. Absolutely nothing. No, I'm joking. Here's what's on the agenda today. I've got a business call at 10. I'm going to tidy the house because it's a mess. I'll show you in a second. And then I'm going to go down the gym in the middle of the day. Like, it's going to be sick. Like, I'm going to go down the gym in the middle of the day when everyone else is at work. And hopefully, this is just my dream. This is just what I'm envisioning. The weightlifting section is just going to be empty. No one's going to be there. I can have free reign of the gym. I don't have to rush because there's no one waiting to get on a piece of equipment. Oh, and a dog is arriving today. Here's another thing I like to do. I love dogs. I really love dogs, but we do not have one because we live in a teeny tiny flat. Me and my partner Steph, teeny tiny flat, and also he is just as much as a workaholic as me. So we've just had no free time to look after a dog. So we do a lot of dog sitting, and today a golden doodle that I really love called Fionn is coming, and I'm going to look after him this weekend. So you'll meet him too. So this is what my flat looks like at the moment. So I do share this flat with someone, but this is basically my mess. Apart from the bike, that belongs to Steph because he's doing a duathlon on Sunday. This is just a hellscape of PR packages and Diet Coke and washing up. This is another thing. Like, this is what I mean when I talk about like hustle culture and having to squeeze everything in, like my 6 to 9 before my 9 to 5. Like, there's no space for anything else. There's no space for cleanliness. Well, for me anyway. There's no space for like chores and looking after the house. So when I'm like putting everything that I have, all my time and my energy, when I put that into my work instead of my home life, like this is what happens, because this is the compromise. I stop cleaning the house. I stop looking after myself. I deprioritize my relationship, and I don't nurture that because everything, like the work life, comes first, which hasn't been a great way to be, as you can tell by my voice. I don't smoke anymore, by the way, only on special occasions. But before I start cleaning the kitchen, I have to eat. I'm one of those people who I have to eat. Oh my god, I have not drunk alcohol in 3 years and I feel like I'm hungover. Like that's where my burnout has gotten to. I just feel. Last week I started hallucinating, by the way. I was so sleep deprived. I've been staring at screens for like 16 hours a day, and I just haven't been sleeping properly. I was literally hallucinating. Like, I couldn't focus on stuff, and I could see like, I don't know, movement everywhere, even though I knew I was sat in the house by myself. Anyway, I'm one of those people who needs to eat as soon as they wake up. Like, I wake up feeling sick. Because I haven't eaten in 8 whole hours. So I'm going to eat first before I get on with my tasks. I've had the same breakfast for every day for like the last 3 years, basically. Oats, protein powder, chocolate always. And then some sort of fruit. Today we have strawberries that went off a couple of days ago, but we're not wasteful in this house, so we still eat them. Just put them in the microwave. How long do you think until I get a sponsorship deal with HelloFresh? Get the protein powder. We put the protein powder in the oats. Give it a little stir. Are you watching this, HelloFresh? This could be you. We put in strawberries, and then it's finished, and then we eat it. Oh, these strawberries taste like acid.
This aloe vera also represents how I feel. I was once standing tall as a green towering plant, but now I've been melted away by the candles of my own exhaustion, and I am a wilty shadow of the plant that I used to be.
Go in a minute.
Right. It's okay, stay calm. Don't do that.
I mean, look at that. Look at that. Drinking like 2 of these a day just so I can, like, you know, do another hour of work or just focus for like another half an hour. No wonder my body's falling apart. Fion's here. Hello. Come here. You're gonna be on YouTube. Come be on YouTube. Yo, you good boy. Now the thing about this dog is he looks a little bit human. A bit too human for my liking. It's suspicious. He looks like a human in a fursuit. Sir, are you a human? Blink once for yes. Oh my god, it's true. I hate this.
Thank you till you're married.
Stop saying hanky.
Fion! Is that you? Who is this strange man lurking behind a pole?
Go, go, go. There you go. You can go, look at that butt. Half ballet.
Fion!
Leon.
Fion, don't even think about it. You leave those majestic beasts alone.
Oh, look how many flies are in front of us.
Look at him. He's like, oh, I want to eat them.
I will chase them.
Let me chase and eat and hunt.
Okay. It's okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Mwah.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Average.
Average.
Average at best.
Rate this dog walk out of 10.
One.
One being the calmest, 10 the most stressful.
I'd say a solid 9 on the stress scale.
Dog chased the deer. I chased the dog.
I chase you chasing the dog, and the dog's chasing the deer.
Just a parade of weirdos running around Richmond Park. What do you think about me becoming a self-employed person?
Well, I'm very excited for you, Kino. Very excited for you and the next step of your career and your brand, the Feltham brand.
The abi.feltham brand.
Feltham brand.
Yay. Dolls coming soon. But they're not
Creepy ones.
Yeah.
Like the Annabelle doll.
Yeah, maybe like voodoo dolls.
Yeah. Take them wherever you want.
Yeah, torture me wherever you like. Are you happy that my period of psychotic burnout is over? Hopefully over. We don't know yet.
Psychotic burnout, is that what we're calling it?
Yes.
I think jury's out on that one, Kina. I think it's too early to say.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stick a pin in that one for now. Pun intended. Voodoo. See what I did.
Yeah, it's very good. Yeah.
But hopefully, yes, fingers crossed, I hope. Turning over a new leaf will do you some good. Help you relax and focus on your passion
Yeah. Just looking forward to like prioritising my health.
Mm-hmm.
A bit more, not running myself into the ground.
Yeah. Finding time for Abby again.
Yeah, and for you also though, because like I don't think our relationship has been harmed, but definitely it went down the list of priorities for a little bit there.
Yeah.
We kind of didn't.
That's okay though,
Yeah.
because it's like triage, isn't it?
Mhm.
And it just happened to slip down the list. You had lots of other important things going on.
It
so
did slip down the list.
It is what it is, as long as it doesn't stay down there.
It definitely won't stay down there. And we still did like make time for each other. Like we went away for a weekend and we did
Yeah.
like date nights and stuff.
Leon.
Yeah.
Oh, kino sabe.
That's enough now. That's enough running.
That's enough running, is it?
Yeah, I've had enough.
Oh,